live. Look at us. We are live on YouTube. Good night, everyone. We are YouTubing. Good night, everyone. Welcome to the first YouTubing broadcast. Oh my God, we are live. Ah, my Lord. Let me see if we can get this right, because this is just not. There we go. We are YouTubing. Hello, everyone. Let's have a wave. Come on, let's do a wave. Everybody, do a wave. Good night. This is our first YouTube broadcast, and hope it's going to be a good one. Thank you for joining me, all of you. Thank you to all my subscribers, 1,800 plus of you. I know that you are real people, so I thank you. You're real people that went in and subscribe and like and share and listen and comment and watch and whatever else you do. So thank you for that, and continue to share and like and comment, and encourage other people to subscribe as well. Wow, my Lord, we are YouTubing. Boy, technology never ceases to amaze me. I am constantly amazed by technology. How you all doing? I don't know, I can't see a thing of anybody saying anything, so maybe I don't master that one yet. But at some point, maybe somebody will say something I can see. I don't know. But tonight, I want to talk to you about a few things about this whole Silvera matter. Mr. Joyland Silvera, the gentleman that murdered his wife. But before we talk about that, could you please tag the people of Southeast St. Anne for me? Let me just say something to them very briefly before we go into the other stuff. Because Mark Jefferson went into their neck of the woods today, I gather, and I want to talk to them a little bit about that. Just briefly. I never intended to do any of that tonight. Am I supposed to say people and comment? All right, we are broadcasting live on YouTube from the great community of Jewsland, Phase 1. And I want to say Phase 1 because when I say Jewsland, everybody thinks of music. So we're broadcasting from Jewsland and at 50 Wilmot. And I am glad that you could all join me. Call up the people from Southeast St. Anne for me, because Mark Golding went to them constituency today without talking to their member of parliament, without showing any respect to the people that the people elected. And so I want to talk about that briefly. Not that we'll spend no long length of time on that. So Southeast St. Anne need to understand this. The first thing is, you just don't take yourself and go into a person's constituency without first informing the person, the member of parliament, the person that the voters elected, the person whose name was on that ballot, and the majority of the voters of that constituency went out and cast a vote for that person, and that person became the legitimate elected representative in King Charles III Parliament. And for Southeast St. Anne, that person is Lisa Hanna. So tell me, we are not surprised about Mark Golding's attitude. We are not surprised about anything he does. He is a nitwit. He is as dim as the as dim as the light them on the Washington Boulevard. They are still trying, very much so, to undermine Lisa Hanna. She says she's leaving. She come out of them space. She not pay them dog mind. But she is still the duly elected member of parliament for Southeast St. Anne. 5,000 plus people elected her in 2020. So let me ask you a question, Southeast St. Anne. What me miss PMP of old? PMP have hold a few of us at the one side for stoning him. Seriously. Not promoting violence. But you can't, as the leader of the party, take up yourself and go to a member of parliament constituency and don't inform the member of parliament. She not gonna walk with her, no. She not come with her, no. Listen, I ain't nothing with her, no. Una fre, una riff-raff, una lying, scheming, thieving, deceptive, treacherous set of people, including pedophiles. Lisa not done with her, she not chat to her, she not nothing with Uno. But, in spite of that, she is still the duly elected member of parliament for South East St. Anne. You can't just take up your look of froze yourself and go walk around in a woman constituency. Nobody no elect you down there. Nobody no elect you nowhere except South St. Andrew. You can't just walk around in a woman constituency without first informing the woman and consulting with the woman. But that's how you behave. You, the son and grandson of slave owners, walk around and go on like say you're smaddy. And use nobody, Mark Golding, and walk around in a woman constituency without informing her, without alerting her that you are going, so that she can alert her people that you are coming. She not going to walk with them. I know Lisa and I walk with them. She not have to tell with that. We know she not walk around with them. Because she know that if she walk up and down with Uno, she will begin to look like Uno. And no, we can't have that. We cannot have that. We should smell like Uno, behave like Uno. So she not going to walk up and down with Uno. But here's the thing, South East St. Anne. The reason why Mark Golding is doing this, and we noticed Benson Tan was not on his tour, because it's his 25th tour now. So here is the leader of the PNP that you elected doing his 25th tour with him 12% and him pedophile and walk up and down about him a tour. Because him have nothing else to do, him can't do anything else, he's incapable of doing anything. Him can't go in parliament, go argue with the prime minister. Him can't hold a conversation with anybody about anything. Nobody in the region, in the Caribbean region, don't want to talk to him. Nobody now visit him. Nobody now ask him to come visit them. So him have nothing else to do. You know, back in the day when you have PNP and JLP and the JLP leader in opposition, but people have visited him and him have visit people. So him now the time just go walk up and down the people constituency. Mark Golding has absolutely nothing else to do. Nothing. Nobody in the Caribbean is inviting him anywhere. Nobody. Not me and Motley, not Ralph Gonzalez. Nobody. Nobody inviting him anywhere to come speak to some people or come down, come hang out and have a drink. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Same have nothing else to do than walking up and down, dance, chat crap, and do all kind of foolishness in a people constituency. So here's what South East St. Anne needs to understand. The undermining is not done. They are intent, hell-bent on undermining Dr. Russell. They are intent on undermining Dr. Russell. Their intent by putting Dayton Campbell, baby mother, as councillor candidate for Claremont. Nobody elected her. Not one delegate elected her. Dayton Campbell just named him baby mother. Baby mother number 3 or 4. I can't see no comments, so I don't even know nobody go right now. I don't know what to do. Please don't bother my ration tonight. Don't bother my brain. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. We're just YouTubing. So please just allow me to YouTube. Whenever I comment, I'm going to say it, but we can't see it. It's fun. It's fun. So they can name him baby mother in the Claremont division. Nobody elected her. I tell you how the undermining started, you know. There is a candidate before them just name she. There was a selected candidate. There is a selected candidate. Them just bypass the selected candidate and name she. That's the undermining of Dr. Kenneth Russell. Huh? The thief in ugly one him up in where the place him where the next thief in ugly one him when he Bell, where P place, him up there, so. The next ugly thief in one over Monique and Lydia says she going to run as independent for Bensonton. So I sent the Bensonton people a voice note, and I said to them in the voice note, the reason why Lydia have announced that she's going to run as independent is a simple one, very simple one. It's mathematics, it's science, but it's simple science, simple math. They are hell-bent on undermining Dr. Russell. So Bunting and Dayton Campbell decided, and Angela Brownberg and Paul Burke are the architect of this, decided that they should let Lydia run as independent just to upstage the Bensonton candidate selected by the Bensington people. The same people that elected Lydia, the same people that selected the new candidate. Lydia is now going to run as an independent to upstage that candidate. And it is all designed, all of it designed to make the constituency more unstable, to give Dr. Russell, Comrade Dr. Russell, problems, and to look for an excuse to remove him. But if you don't listen to me, Southeast St. Anne, it is all a design to continue to destabilize the constituency, to make sure that maybe one or two of the authentic councillor candidates that have been selected by the people lose. They want them to lose, and then they can say whatever they want to say and probably try to replace Dr. Russell. Let me assure you, Southeast St. Anne, I want to assure you tonight of two things. One, that plan will fail. That plan is going to fail because Lydia served as counsel for Bensington Division for many, many moons. I don't know, throw her out. Nobody's going to vote for her. It's the election cycle for independence, yes, but not for she. She old and ugly and thief and lie and favor turbit. Nobody don't want them in them space anymore. Nobody don't want them to represent them the most. So don't worry about she. Because I know you go to vote out she. Vote against she, hands down. I want to assure you of another thing. Whatever it is them trying to see if them can continue to destabilize the constituency, to see if them can get Dr. Russell to lose some council seats, that too is going to fail. And those are the assurances I want to give you, Southeast St. Anne. But listen up, man. You have to be vigilant. You have to be militant. And ensure that you go out to support your authentic councillor candidates that you selected. The one in Bensington and wherever else that you selected. You, the people, selected your councillor candidates. And vote all of them out and send them rascal them yard. Forgive me language. Just vote them out and send them out them yard. You don't have to engage in an argument with them. So they're going to fail. But them going to fail don't mean that you should sit down and watch it. It means that you should be proactive to ensure that they fail. You have to do that, Southeast St. Anne, because them still consider your current member of parliament, Lisa Renee Shanti Hannah, a threat. The little puny small dick man them still consider Lisa Hannah to be a threat, and maybe she is. Go Lisa. Maybe she's a threat to them. Them can't sit still. Every turn them, what the thing that them head is Lisa. Them obsessed over Lisa and are not chatting to them, not walking with them, and not with them. It's an obsession. And because of that, you need to pay attention. Pay attention, Southeast St. Anne. This is their plan on a rope in the Southeast St. Anne people and send them this. This is their plan for you and your current candidate, Dr. Russell, to fail. And who know, Southeast St. Anne, have to rise up and show them, just like how to show them when Wave Alliance come with him 49% bogus poll, and Patricia Duncan come down there with her dancing boop self and the rest of it. I want to show them that not about one of them. I want to just have continue to show them again. And you have my support, and you have the support of the resistance. You have our undying support. We'll always be standing with you to do the right thing. So, don't pay a mark to Gina mine. He might run up and down like a rolling stone that gathers no mass. He might have something in store for him, which the Jamaican people are going to just give it to him. Very. The Jamaican people are not going to be loud about it, because the voter turnout might be low, but the Jamaican people are going to deal with him in a very serious manner. They're going to discard him. They're going to reject him. Him not going to be anything, because the Jamaican people is seeing him for who he is and what he is, and the band of merry men around him and the woman them too. So, Southeast St. Anne, that's it for you. Get yourself organized and do not let them run the rings around about on a constituency. All right, so all right, that was a mouthful. Let me take some honey. A lot has happened. I want to do this very quickly. And I have paper. Oh yes, I I have paper. I write stuff. I go on with all kind of things. I have 3 sheets of paper. Let's hope I can go through these 3 sheets of paper in quick order, just to make sure that we could see if we can cover all grounds. Joyland Silvera killed his wife. Shot her 3 or more times. Because that 3-time thing could be more. And then he proceeded to gather his people around him to cover it up. Or them already moved towards him to help him cover it up. One and the same. Doesn't matter. I want to state one fact tonight. You can never prescribe logic to the mind of a murderer. I have often said to my friends, when we talk about young people, particularly young people them around me, I have always reserved one argument, and the argument is this. Me? No dear. I am not foraging around in any young people's mind. That's a dangerous thing. I think it's a dangerous thing to try to figure out what young people are doing, what them saying, what them is about, what them want to do. That is a dangerous thing. Me not foraging around in their mind and pretend to understand them. I don't, and I don't want to. Them things that will kill you and give you high blood pressure. So you leave them be, and you follow what they do and just keep track. So I am not prescribing any kind of logic to the mind of any kind of murderer like Joyland Silvera. And we established that he's a murderer. Charged, arrested, sleeping on the ground. Somebody say Mark say a mattress and them give him. My understanding is that he not get a mattress. But he did ask for one. And he did try reach out to him, various people, and for bring him one. And there was pushback on that. So I hear that him never get a mattress. That piece of crap lying down on that cold concrete. Premeditated murder is something I could not have established the last time we spoke. I answered it when I said, is it premeditated? I said to you, I don't know. Well, I'm saying to you tonight, after I outline some things to you, I'm going to be saying to you, we're going to be coming to a conclusion whether it was premeditated or not. And I'm telling you from the outset, it was a premeditated murder. Premeditated by Silvera. But premeditated murder, it requires a couple of things. Willful intent, deliberation, time to reflect, sort out the plan in your head, going over it several times, planning, deliberation, and intertwine the whole thing. So that's what it requires. And I'm going to tell you a story about a movie. You all know Anthony Hopkins, Sir Anthony Hopkins, one of the greatest actors ever lived. Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lamb. I mean, Anthony Hopkins was one of the greatest. One of my favorite Anthony Hopkins movie is The Remains of the Day. Of course, it's a book. But all that pent-up emotions and sexual tension just get me in The Remains of the Day. Anthony Hopkins also starred in a movie that was made in 2007 called Fracture. This British actress girl named Embeth Davids. She played his wife in that movie. He shot his wife at point blank range in her head. Sent her into hospital. She was on life support. Also in that movie was Fiona Shaw. And Fiona Shaw is the principal for that uppity white British school in 3 Men and a Little Lady. That's the second part of 3 Men and a Baby. Also in the movie was Ryan Gosling from Notebook fame, and there was one of my favorite girl, Rosamund Pike from Wheel of Time. All of them was in that movie. Now the movie is about the man that shot his wife. And kind of confessed. He said, yes, I shot her. And went to court and defended himself in court. Ryan Gosling played this, little green detective. The thing about him shotting his wife is that them couldn't find the gun. The gun that shot his wife is the same gun, is one of the same guns that he owns. But his gun was intact. The ballistic test shows that it was not fired, has not been fired for like 2-3 years. So that was not the gun that killed her, shot her. She eventually died, but that was not the gun because they tested the gun. His gun was in his little case. And they couldn't figure it out. He put on one performance. I'm telling you, Anthony Hopkins is a great actor. He represents himself in court. Because he know that they have motive. They have opportunity. Him say yes, him shoot her. But they have no weapon. And them don't have she and nobody in the house, and him have opportunity. She have all the money too. It's her money, all the money in their marriage is hers. But I want to wrap the movie, I tell you. The judge threw out the case in court. Throw it out. And just as the judge threw out the case, him, Anthony Hopkins, the husband, went to the hospital, pulled the plug. So his wife is now dead. The charge was attempted murder. The wife is now dead. And if he should go to trial again, if they find new evidence and can bring him back to trial, and if they do, it will now be murder. Ryan Gosling couldn't figure out anything. Them search high and low for the gun. One of the policemen that first was on the scene when they were called, because of him called the police. That policeman was a friend to the wife. He was very upset about it. Now he has the same gun like Hopkins. Same gun, exact same gun. And when he walked into, because this is how Ryan Gosling figured it out. Ryan Gosling sat down in his office talking to a fellow policeman, and the two of them have two banger phone, and the guy put down his banger phone beside Ryan Gosling banger phone, and then the guy get up and took up the wrong phone. He took up Ryan's phone instead of his phone, and it suddenly clicked into Ryan's head that something happened. And he went back to the policeman and he said to the policeman, tell me again, when you walk into the house, with your gun pulled, what did you do? He said that the woman was on the ground, and so he rested the gun on the counter. That's the key. He rested the gun on the counter. And it was at that time that Hopkins switched the gun, took the policeman's gun and switched it with his, which he used to kill his wife. And Gosling figured out them all him ass back into court, charge him for murder, and this time him walking with a high-priced lawyer. And that's the end of that story. You all remember that wonderful movie called The Perfect Murder with Michael Douglas and Gwyneth Paltrow. You know? Wall Street tycoon, losing all the woman money where she invests and all of that because she have the money, and planned this perfect murder. That backfired on him absolutely, and she killed him. There's no such thing as a perfect murder. Something always goes wrong. There's always something that you miss about that whole plan that you're putting in place. Always something that you miss. And more often than not, you miss the intervention of the Holy Spirit, or you miss the intervention of God's angels. Because I'm going to tell you tonight that the angels were with Melissa that night or early morning when that murderous piece of crap killed the people in Picnic. Motive, opportunity, and timeline. Three most important things in trying to determine a murder or lining up a suspect or somebody of interest. Motive, opportunity, timeline. And those things are the three things we're going to look at to establish what happened. And I want you to stay with me and trust me, because I have some information that I want to give to you. Motive, him not want to give the woman no divorce, and him want the woman land where her parents left her, and she not give him, and she want out of the marriage. Motive. Opportunity, he had it all. First, him tell Bobby Montague that he was right beside her when he died. Secondly, him say he wasn't there. And we're going to talk about the great doctor that was there and giving all kind of information on social media. That doctor. We'll talk about that doctor. And timeline. Now, the police have done a great job so far, I can tell you. But they still have not told the public two things which we still need to know. Something from the autopsy result, which we're entitled to know. We're entitled to know it. Jamaica is really behind time with these things. We're entitled to know the autopsy result. The laws need to be changed. Things need to be done properly. The public have a vested interest in these things. But most importantly, we have not been told the timeline. Although we don't know when Melissa died, and I'm not calling her Melissa Silvera, forgive me, I'm going to refer to her as Melissa. We still don't know what time she died. Was it the night? Was it the morning? Was it in between that? Was he there? Where was he? What time him come back? What time him was in bed with her when him tell Bobby Montague that? We need some timeline, Mr. Fitzbailey. You must explain these things to the public. Don't believe. And I know you're doing your work. And I know the prosecution working the case to send him to prison for life. I know that. But the behavior of the police is that on the field, they don't have any responsibility to the public. I want to come out, I want to give us what we want to give us. And yes, they leave us to speculate, and speculate we will. Matter of fact, we will probably solve this long before we know. But we still give a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up for the job so far. Where was he? Did he come in the night? He was with the woman the night. The woman was with him at the yard the morning when him come in, as him say, he wasn't there. She come with him. Where was he? What time did Melissa get home? What time did Melissa go to bed? What time? We need some timeline for all of that. Because not only will Miss Paula Llewellyn and our team get to prosecute him, we want to prosecute him too. We want to sentence him to the history books. That's what we want to do. We want some justice for Melissa. Some justice for Leslie and Pitney. We want it because this boy sat down and premeditated and planned to kill this girl. So we want some of that, Mr. Fitzbailey. Then there's a phone call to Mark Golding. Could it be that he first called Mark Golding because he's Mark Golding's chief of staff? And could it be that when he called Mark Golding then dispatched some people to go out there, go support him and start build an alibi and start trying to cover up the crime? Because a cover-up was attempted, you know. A big cover-up was attempted. And believe you me, one of these days, we'll talk about that part of it. There was a big attempted cover-up that fell apart thanks to the police officer who went there first. And I don't beat him up because that man did an excellent job in doing break some rules. And thanks to P.J. Patterson's intervention and some other people, there was going to be a cover-up. And I have no doubt in my mind that Mark Golding was heading that cover-up team. None. Him get the phone call and then him dispatched everybody. How? Inform everybody. Yo, here's Melissa. Melissa dead, Silvera just called me. Because I try to talk Jamaican. We don't need to go up there. We don't need to go up there. You. I'm not calling nobody name tonight. Not right now. Yeah, I'm going to call 1, 2 names. But not in a bad way. You and you go up there and you go up there, man. Who dispatched them? Now must Mark Golding dispatch them and him first get the call. When the news hit the country, it was through his social media page. He put it out. The news media then put it out, but they got it from his page. So him dispatch them. Who were the troops that were dispatched? And why? Motive, opportunity, timeline. Premeditated murder requires time and effort and all of that. Jalen Silvera was known. Some people say that when he's researching something, he usually prints it and put it in his pocket. So he researched the shooting, where to shoot her, and all of that. He researched that. He researched it extensively. I'm not telling no fiction. I'm not telling no way. Smarty way. No same research. Tell me. And send me a screenshot of what he researched. Because I don't have no vehicle where I don't reach for collect the paper where I'm had in him hand. That him research it. He researched it. The whole thing. Shooting her through the vagina and all the rest of it. And I'm going to tell you why he researched it. Silvera, Mark Golding's chief of security, was last publicly recorded seen with Mark Golding on October 28th. Mark Golding, chief of security, Jalen Silvera. The last time he was publicly seen with Mark Golding was October 28th. Melissa died November 10th. We still don't know what time. What did he do between October 28th and November 10th? Mr. Fitzbailey, let me know you're supposed to put the timeline together. Where did he go? What was he doing? Did he make a trip out to St. Thomas on the piece of land? Mr. Bailey, where did he go? Who was traveling with him wherever it is he was going? Why wasn't he seen with Mark Golding between the 28th and at that time? If one can find any photograph or video, anything with him with an umbrella over Mark Golding head, or walking with Mark Golding, or checking the stage and the microphone for Mark Golding between October 28th and November 10th, then please share to the rest of us, because we can't find nothing. This is much, much deeper than Jamaica, I think. What did he do? What did he do between that time? We don't know yet. Oh, we do. We do. Planning. Then there was the sister, jump over, Silvera's sister, bawling like hell at the funeral. You know them cow bawling? You know them bawling where you know say some guilt are going with her? Like she knows something? Like something go on and she knows she have the information, she want to let it out, or she want to tell somebody. There was that. Then there was probably one or two officers at the funeral taking in everybody. One officer asked Silvera where my ball for. One officer asked him if he thinks that's how people ball. At the funeral, when him a ball. So I'm saying that, you know, the agents were out there. When the police, maybe I shouldn't start it there, sir. The gun that Silvera had, there's a particular bullet that was used to kill Melissa. I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time talking about this part. It took a little while for me. I researched it, but it took a little while. It took a little while for me to come to grips with this. The policeman that was first on the scene as an officer of the law took pictures of the scene. I hear that there's some report that people who went there took pictures. But I should tell you that the policeman, the one that got the call, the one that went down there, shouldn't go on by himself. He took pictures on his phone. And I should tell Jamaica tonight that among those pictures is a bullet spent shell. Tell us that there's no such thing as a perfect murder. Something always go right. Because, you know, the gods are involved. Among those pictures was a spent shell from one of the bullets that entered Melissa's body. The bullets that killed Melissa, the bullets that he used, I want you to forgive me a little bit because ooh, all right. The bullet that he used is a hollow point bullet. Now, gun owners know what I'm talking about. A hollow point bullet. Give me a minute, please. Hollow point bullets are bullets that were banned from being used in warfare by the Hague Convention. It was banned by the Hague Convention from 1890 something. So those bullets are not supposed to be used in any kind of warfare. So Afghanistan and the United States, Russia, everybody, them can't use them bullets. But those very said bullets have been used in tribal wars in Africa because they were sold to the African tribal leaders warring with them one another. And how do African tribal leaders get them hands on those bullets? Because hunters, people who hunt and kill animals, love those bullets. The hollow point bullet is one of them, and you know, all bullets shaped like a dick. But this the hollow point bullet, it has a little really shaped like a dick. Have a little slit in it. Well, most people say it's a hole, but it's a slit that is in the hollow point bullet. And the hollow point bullet is a deadly bullet. Deadly bullet. And that's a bullet that he used to kill Melissa. The reason why hunters love those bullets I don't even know why those bullets are given to gun owners in this country. I know, because those bullets are good for you know, protect yourself in home invasion, all kind of things, you know, hollow point bullets. When that bullet hits its target, whenever you fire that bullet and it hits the target, once it touches the soft tissue of the target, it kind of explode like a mushroom, you know, like firecracker. If you put it in the open and it explodes, it scatters. But if you put it in the middle of your hand, it explodes and form a kind of a cloud, form a kind of mushroom. But it explodes on impact and it fragmented. It deformed. Once it touches the soft tissue, it gets deformed and it explodes. And it's a cloud of mushroom. Most time the fragments of that bullet settles in the bone. So one of the things that he was counting on, because the hollow point bullet, when it hits an impact and it explodes and it becomes deformed, it does a lot of damage, but it also fragmented. It scattered and fragmented. Difficult to locate. It lodges in places that, unless you're doing an autopsy, it's difficult to find it. You know, because it breaks up in fragments, and small, tiny fragments it breaks up in. That's the hollow point bullet. So when he fired the first shot, the hollow point bullet requires, for it to have the most effect, it requires an entrance. Forgive me again, please. It requires a little entrance so that the outside doesn't get scattered and spread and you know, so it needs a thing. So hunters that use the hollow point bullet, they're doing, huh? Them head for the eyes or something to preserve that inside of the gun itself. That wicked, murderous piece of crap fired 3 or 4 of those bullets inside a woman that gave birth to his children. That's what he did. Fired 3 or 4 bullets through the vagina of the woman that gave birth. To his children. How did the police figure it out? Here's the criminal part of this boy plan. He changed the gun barrel. The whole Jamaica know that by now. The point is, when the FLA issues you a gun, I am told that they fire 1 shot from that gun. And they keep that gun. Keep that bullet in safekeeping in case anything should happen. And so it was very easy to match it up. What also got him was that I tell you, the angels were with Melissa, ensuring that she gets some justice. Because when he fired those shots, they never fragmented and formed that mushroom that it should. Oh no, they came out pretty. I mean, the ballistic footprint was pretty. I heard. So, Melissa's angels was taking her home, but them also ensuring that she gets some justice. Came out pretty. The FLA keeps that bullet of the gun signature and keep the gun signature. So therefore, if you change a barrel without the FLA knowing, it's a criminal offense. You're going to change your gun barrel, you have to go to the FLA. And you have to submit a report. And investigations have to be done as to why you want to change your gun barrel. So that criminal, murderous Grancro didn't go to the FLA. Him change the gun barrel. Him go look for him criminal friend them. And get him gun barrel changed by him criminal friend them. Premeditated murder. Premeditated murder. When him realized that the bullets never fragmented as they should have, him went and go get him criminal friend them to change him gun barrel for him. So by the time them test out the shell the spell shell that was found at the scene of Melissa's death. There was a spell shell. The angels planted there. The angels make sure ignorant people them come there for cover it up the seat. God was in the midst, and rightly so. And the little policeman where everybody making a fuss about, he found it. Had a picture of it. And the ballistic footprint that came out of that autopsy was pretty. Was almost done. In 2015, when Portia Simpson Miller was going through some constituencies to try to figure out where we are and how we're going to win and all, Fitzroy Wilson reported to the party that Joel and Silvera are not doing the work and they're not going to win back. So Fitzroy Wilson reported him to the party about that. Silvera, in retaliation to Fitzroy Wilson, who was, I believe, the councillor then, killed the man dog. I want you to imagine Eli just outside here, so, and Blessing round the back, and all the community dog them that we all love and know them by them name. Any man that does not hesitate to kill a dog, any man that does not hesitate to kill a dog, him kill Fitzroy Wilson dog and carry the dog up put in front of Fitzroy Wilson gate and leave an ominous message for Fitzroy Wilson. Next time it will not be the dog. Fitzroy Wilson reported him to the party, and the General Secretary at the time, Paul Burke, did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Never even brought him to the disciplinary committee. So they knew from then that the man was a murderer. On his family's farm, there was an incident where a little youth was working on the farm and bought up a nice pair of shoes that I am told was his. And the youth bought the shoes away to go and party. Man take him gun and lick up the youth in his head and push the gun to the youth nose and go with all kind of things. He researched how to shoot her through the vagina and found out that from the vagina, the damage is less influential. From the vagina, the bullet would touch hit a soft tissue and fragment right away. And he, from his research, because that's what my research turned up, from his research, he gathered that he could fire 3 or 4 of them, and the same impact would be the same. They all would be fragmented because they would buck up on soft tissues because of the hollow point bullet that he has. And he researched that and he knew that there's a reason why the 8th Convention banned that bullet from being used in warfare. But yet, the gun industry is one of the most thriving and prosperous multi-billion-dollar industry in this world. Them produce some serious guns, them produce some serious bullets. This is a bullet that is banned from warfare, but is used in by private gun owners and issued by countries to private gun owners. When the bullet hit that soft tissue, it's deformed. Boom. And he knew that because he researched it. So he knew that this was what was going to happen to her. He knew that that is what was going to happen with the bullet. What did Mark Golding know? And when did he know it? What did Mark Golding know? And when did he know it? Why was Silvera removed from the Chief of Security position from October 29th? Because the last time we saw him was October 28th. Which sent him to go murder his wife. Who did Mark Golding dispatch to go up there? To go help with the cover-up? We know the police talk to the whole of them. We know the police interview practically everybody. And talk to practically everybody. And for the life of me, I can't imagine. For the life of me, I cannot imagine when Michael Phillips had do up a jail and Silvera yard. Peter Phillips, don't worry yourself, Dr. Phillips. You're a good father. But the whole of we have one dumb picnic. Every parent have one dumb picnic. I'm a feel. Dumb as a doornail. Dimmer than the light them on Washington Boulevard. When Michael Phillips, who know Joel and Silvera, knows them kill Petra Wilson dog. Knows them love drag and rub on people. Know and see him in action well. I mean, maybe no one of a kind. See him in action. This man will beat him wife to a pulp. Beat her, kick her, box her down, drag gun for her in the kitchen at the presence and pick them. And if Mark Golding have as chief of security. Them things in the eye, you know. Them something are something where a secret anymore. Everybody know those things. Everybody. Helper, security, guard, gardener. Everybody know. When I come back, I go want when I come back, I go want the thing. I'm looking for something to draw as a gun, but I can't find nothing. I'm a gun. When I come back, I go want thing when I melt them and talk to you again about it. Going out the door with a pit in them and a pipe gun at your wife, in front of your children them. And that's the man who Mark Golding have a walk around him as him chief of security. Box of Newman in front of him, pitting him. Not once. Box of Newman in front of him, pitting him. And as me say, I don't call nobody name that was up there. I call Michael Phillips name because I make Peter Phillips know that everyone of we have one dumb picnic. So we understand how Peter Phillips must be feeling with this damn dumbass. A walk man down behind Mark Golding and up a Giles and Silvera yard like him an investigator. That nobody saying, more if Mark did dispatch him too. Because I Mark dispatch everybody. So more if Mark dispatch Michael Phillips to go up there. I heard a statement from Dr. Dawes that him trying to say that, you know, him no do not and him no nothing and all the rest of it. Now, I told you already that I met Dr. Dawes at Melissa's yard. When Leslie in Private 99 for Leslie and I met him there. So I'm gathering that him and one or two of them a friend and Bunting and the doctor who must talk about the doctor who might up on social media. But Dr. Dawes didn't do anything wrong. I don't know me have my issues with Dr. Dawes because Dr. Dawes have not faced the delegates of Southeast St. Catherine yet. Here's the thing about propaganda. And let me teach you now about propaganda because I'm a genius propagandist. Here's the thing about propaganda. Propaganda can only be effective if it's layered in truth. You take that truth and you direct that truth at the entity of the propaganda, I'm not telling you nothing more. And you make it work. But at the end of the day, everything that is within that propaganda is truth. It's just that you have to find the ways and find the weaknesses of the entity and work that propaganda to the best advantage for your team. I am a master. I love propaganda. My favorite kind of political thing. But propaganda doesn't work for me unless it's the truth. Doesn't work for me. Because when I say it, and when I say something, I don't want nobody question me about it. So I don't need to lie about it. I don't need to twist it and make it have a tinge of lie. We just need to stick to the truth. And then propagandize the truth. Which is easy for me, not easy for many people. It's easy for me because I read a lot. It's easy for me because politics is in my blood. It's easy for me because I follow the politics. Internationally, everywhere. Don't even down in Africa and them look for food politics. Follow it. The most effective tool in politics right now is psychology. So when people have Dr. Dawes' picture and run it on social media to suggest that he was one of the doctors, he was the doctor up there that signed up on Melissa's death, that is just plain wrong. I mean, I don't know when Dr. Dawes not go to the delegates yet. But on this one, him fully back him. Can't take the man picture and put on something and suggest that he was up there and look on body. Because the next thing about propaganda is that it can't be personal. Propaganda is not effective if it's personal. You have to take the person completely out of the propaganda. You have to take it out. Totally take it out of the propaganda. Nobody taught me these things. I self-taught. Everything that you feel personally towards the entity that you're going to propagandize, you have to put that aside. Take it out completely, maybe clean. And if you're carrying some kind of personal grievance for somebody, and then you take some kind of lie to turn it into propaganda, that makes you a disgusting person. You can't do it. One, we can put Dayton Campbell and Peter Bunting and Mark Golding, Angela Bromberg, who are them face for anything. Anything at all. Whether them dead or not, whether them involved or not, I can do it. Why? Because of them lead the treacherous take over the People's National Party. So therefore that truth exists. And because that truth exists, I can tie them to every damn thing. Every bad thing that happens is tied to them. Because that's the one underlying solid truth. So you don't take Dr. Dawes' name and mix it up. Dr. Dawes is my issue with him is purely political. The fact that him don't talk to the delegates of Southeast and Catherine yet him want to be them MP. So you can't take a personal issue and throw it for the man and dance at the man's name. Now not so. We can throw our things for Dayton Campbell them. Because of them cause this. Everything of them cause it. Everything of them cause it. And Mark dispatch the whole of them up there. I know him can't dispatch Dr. Dawes because Dr. Dawes is so arrogant, him full of shit right up to heaven. So nobody can dispatch him to nothing. Maybe him just go up there. Don't do that. That's not right. That is not right. Don't mix up people that don't have nothing to do with this overarching thing. From the beginning, the inbreeding of it, the beginning of it, the deepening of it, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, Dayton Campbell, that crew that lie and scheme and traitorize themselves into the leadership of the PNP. And this is what we get. Mark Golding, Chief of Staff, take him gun with hollow point bullets, research the bullet effect, research how him can make the bullet as effective as possible so that nobody can find it, research it, plan it, and then went ahead. Wait a minute, please. And then went ahead and kill woman picnic because she won't give him her land. And she want back her life. See an opportunity to get back her life. And then plan it, orchestrate it, research it. And then went ahead. Thank God the policeman found a bullet fragment. Thank God the policeman found the spent shell. Thank God he took pictures. Thank God the FLA had a rule that when them issue a gun, them fire a shot, and them have that shot, the signature of the gun, just in case you do some shit like this. Thank God for all of that, because it's all of that that came together and nail him. All of that. But I knew, the first time I'm saying it, I just knew from the day she died, that is him. It's him. Do it before I got the information. It's him. It's him. And when I walk out with a man, don't tell me some Mark Golding, I hear the story, say him kill Fitzroy Wilson dog and put the dog at the man yard. I behave like him as a mobster. Like them mob boss where carry dead canary, go through it through people window and put them on them doorstep. Put dead dog on the man gate and tell the man about next time another dog. In 2015, early 2016, during the elections, when Maureen Webber asked Angela Brownberg to loan me to her to go down to Southeast St. Mary, in my first discussion with Maureen Webber, she said to me, how much it's going to cost me for you to run over to St. Mary go see what go on with Silvera? Come on, Maureen Webber, remember this. I was sitting on a Winston Green house for Southeast St. Mary. I'm going to tell you, say, any of them go up house with Silvera, they go kick over Silvera, box over Silvera, make up a girl spit on him. Try to remember that, Maureen Webber. And when I said it, I knew nothing in particular about him. I never know say him kill Fitzroy Wilson dog. I never know say about shoot gun in a you nose for a pair of shoes. I never know those things about me. It was something about him. There's something about him. The way he walk, the way he talk, the way he look on people, in face. Everything about him. Just never right. Then Desmond Gilmore was a candidate for Northeast St. Anne in 2016. And Gilly is my friend. And without telling anybody, neither Angela nor Maureen, we just go down the one day and say, what's who I go on with Gilly? And Gilly announced to me that Silvera can walk with him. And I said to Gilly, say, but you're a real claffy idiot. I don't understand. I can't believe so where you come from. You are real the white vice chairman of Gilly. You can walk around with who? No, I'm telling you this, we never know nothing about the man, you know. We never know nothing about him. Just something just wrong about him. And we're politicians. We should know something wrong about him. So Mark Golding, that the BNP delegates said something wrong about him, Mark Golding, and they elected him, them taking money and they elected him. And him never said something wrong about Silvera because him and Silvera is one of a kind. Him a traitor, Silvera a murderer. The two go hand in hand. When the boy the name was shoot Abraham Lincoln, traitor, murderer. Two go hand in hand. Mark Golding made him chief of security. And him, I walk along with Mark Golding. And that is that. Now there's a whole heap of furore on social media about Dr. the Right Honorable Fluximango, pathologist, dressologist, bloodologist. Why she have all kinds of degrees up to kazoo. Now, me not really talk about them people there. Because them people are not important in the scheme of the things. Them people that can't change your body mind. Them people that can't talk to no PMP people. Them people that can't influence voters. Them people that are non-skull, non-entity, have absolutely zero use. None at all. So me not talk about them. But my Lord, I can't resist it tonight. Because Dr. the Right Honorable Fluximango, pathologist, dressologist, bloodologist, nosologist, the Facebook page that she's saying hack. Is that the same Facebook page that she was on murdering Philip Paulwell? Is that the same one? Is that the same Facebook page that talk about Philip Paulwell fling seed while Mark a fling man for go up and murder a yard? While Mark have man behind him, we are murderer for being chief of staff. Is that the same Facebook page she said hack? So all the time, let me get it straight. All the time that she said things about Paulwell, it was hack. Was it? Is it? Can somebody help me with that? Because Dr. the Honorable Fluximango, pathologist, dressologist, and nosologist, and bloodologist, is in a pickle. She's in a bind. Dispensing of information that she don't have first hand or she don't have second hand. She either was there or she wasn't there. Me not go implicate you no further, Dr. Fluximango. You implicated yourself already. I mean, you say somebody had drowned to rotting. Don't bother. Don't trouble them. Him go drown. Because all of you have what's coming to you for what to do to God Pitney. What not think, you know? When the trouble one of God Pitney, it must come back to you, you know? You're up at the yard, you see nose a bleed, a little bit of blood. You dress her. Did you help Silvera dress her? I say me not implicate you nothing because you implicate already. You implicate her because I'm sure the police asked about the dressing thing already. You stupid ass. I am sure them asked you. You rotten man that don't know A from Z. You go up a murder scene for go help man cover up murder. What's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you now? But, as I said, God is God. God is God. I am a child of God. Where He leadeth, I will follow. Me. God is God. Are you first mark dispatch up there? I ask. I ask. Was it you first that marked dispatch? Was it you first in call? Because I have to call people where you know say I idiot, you know. And the idiot they have to call first, you know, because I'm an idiot, I'm call idiot. Him that call about would say, I bet you any money on the land of living, I bet you any money. He could rank out himself and call Angela Brownberg until I go up there. I bet you. No. Him call Uno, Dr. Fluximango, pathologist, nosologist, bloodologist, dressologist. But the police also know that Dr. Fluximango suffers from a social condition called delusion of grandeur. Always inserting herself into things that she considered to be big and important, hoping that it's going to make her big and important. Because she behave all the time as if, you know, she behave above her stature. Thinking herself more important than she actually is. Thinking herself more bright than she actually is. Delusion of grandeur. And she could dine out and one good event for months She died out of one good event. Did you know I do that or I do that? Cliff Hughes talk about the thing, you know. The one on the command. Because Cliff Hughes talk about it. And he talk about me. He talk about me. Bam, Cliff Hughes never mention any name. Him lucky. I'm lucky to give him. Jesus help us. Delusions of grandeur. And now that land you in sweet, straight hot water. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be super interesting to see how you extricate yourself from that. You don't want to be in a big company, a high company. Huh? You want to keep up with the Joneses or you want to keep up with the Kardashians. Don't bother the Kardashians. And my girl them. Keep up with the Joneses. Don't bother the Kardashians. You're not fit in that mold. You're not ready. Too done, too idiotic, too stupid. Blood, nose, fake letter from lawyer. But the one thing I'm interested in, the most interesting thing for me is the page that is hacked. When was it hacked? Is it the same page that get about Philip Powell, this and is it the same page? Oh, is it the same page that you were trying to murder Lisa Anna to? Is that the same page? Is that the page that is hacked? I don't know. Which one is it? What is it? So now not clean. Somebody put on my Facebook page and on my post. Be careful. I get that all the time. People telling me to be careful. And every time I get it in a text message and read it, I am human. It's red blood run through me. It always gives me a little bit of pause. And sometimes when I get that pause, I pray. Lord, guide me, Lord. Show me how. Tell me what I must do, Lord. Whatever you say, I will do it. And then I come back down to ground and I say, all right, I think it's too late for me to be careful. I've always believed I'm living on overtime. But I'm having a grand time doing it. Because nobody is going to dim my light and nobody is going to stop me from talking the truth and exposing certain things. So Dr. the Honorable Fluximango, pathologist, bloodologist, nosologist. I must tell you, I had a good time thinking this one through. I had a really good time. I had a good time thinking this one through. I believe that I'm looking if there's anything else on the list that I have not yet touched on. No, I can just shoot the breeze for 10 minutes. So, just for 10 more minutes, I'm hanging out for 10 more minutes. Because I'm having a good time. I want to know, when Dayton Campbell said that it's not him was the doctor who signed off, dismiss the whole Dr. Dawes thing, to leave Dr. Dawes alone. Don't call the man name in no nastiness. If you have personal issues with him, you don't need to get that out of the way if you don't propagandize him. We have to find the truth and propagandize him with the truth. But don't mix up the man's name. Dr. Dawes is a well-known doctor throughout the world, all over the world. When I did that live and talk about how Dr. Dawes don't go to the delegates them and Ray, my LGBTQ friends in Canada and my LGBT, them involved in politics, my LGBT friends in Alaska asked me if it's Dr. Alfred Dawes. There you go. So, my big shit all over the place. But, my issue with him is with him and the delegates. It never have nothing to do with Silvera thing. Him just being a newcomer to the scene. He probably never even knows Silvera to kill the man dog. I'm sure if Dawes knows that Silvera killed the man dog, he wouldn't go up there. And all of that. you know. But here's a final thing I want to say to you tonight. I will be doing analysis of each region's local government candidate. And I'm going to start with Region 3. And I'm doing it on live or video, probably a voice note or something. And then send it out. Because if we can find the candidates and see if we can analyze them and see what them, if they're winning or them losing, to see who's rising and who's authentic. I'm going to tell PNP people not to vote for some people. Absolutely. We're going to tell PNP people, don't vote for them people. Don't vote for that one there. Don't vote for that one there. We're going to tell PNP people. It is our responsibility to tell PNP people that. And when I started Region 3, I'm going to call out some people. And I want to send my apologies to the Region 3 Chairman, Dennis Garden. But I want to call out some people. Comrade Region Chairman. I don't know if you do it you, but it's your region. So I'm just giving you fair warning about what I know and what I see and how I'm going to do it. Then we're going to go over to Region 6 and test out that that theory that Comrade Troop has about him winning Region 6. So we're over there and test that theory to see how solid that is. But let us not forget also that Dayton Campbell said that he was down in Darlistan on the morning or the night that Melissa died. He need to give us a time. We need a time, Dr. Campbell, Dr. Dayton Campbell, we need a time that you say you were in Darlistan. We need a time. We need some backup pictures and people to say you were in Darlistan at this time. Because I am not altogether convinced that you were in Darlistan at the time when them say some doctor up there are signing off on body. And you are just the kind of guy that the Mark Golding would dispatch to go sign off on body. So you want to clear your name, Mr. Campbell? You have to give us some time. And we need some people to say, yeah man, them time may be there, so do it. If it even means that you have to pay some people to say that. But I need some time for that. Because I'm not altogether certain that you are telling the truth. Dr. Dayton Campbell, the damn pedophile. I'm not so sure that you are telling the truth. And I have vast reasons to, which I'm not going into tonight. I just wanted to share the information that I have with the comrades and Jamaica in terms of where we are. So, that's it for our first YouTube broadcast. Yay! We YouTube in. Alright, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. But remember this, you, my valuable subscribers, you are real. You are not fake subscribers. You actually went on and subscribed. I want you to pass it on, share it, get your family and your friends to subscribe. Remember, you know, I have name on social media, but nobody not see your name say you subscribe. I don't even check the email who subscribe. I just send up email for the channel, so I don't know who subscribes. So just subscribe, man, and help build the channel. I'm counting on you to help me build the channel. I'm hoping to come out more often, and I feel good about YouTubing. Well, I don't know how good I feel about it yet, but tonight I feel good about it. I thank you all so much for joining me. Southeast Cent, and I'm going to send you a next voice note soon, so I don't know if angle them people there. And I want to deal with thief in ugly Lydia. And teach you how to run with Mark Golding out on the constituency. Because Mark Golding is an illegitimate leader. So, thank you all again for joining me. Please remember to subscribe and like. God bless you all. Have a good night. Stay safe, everyone. And please, keep your children safe. Thank you. Good night. I don't even know how to end this thing. You see, I know to end the live, but I don't know how to end this. So, thank you and good night. Yeah.